everyone, welcome back to Ormsby Farm. My name is Casey. So on today's video, I haven't really taken y'all on a kind of walk and chat kind of vlog kind of video. So today we are going to walk around the property, talk about the new summer plans, fall plans we got going on. And I'm going to show you a peek of the baby chickens and turkeys and show you how they're doing. So let's roll into that intro.
I'm coming home.
All right, first kind of walk to as we're walking towards the greenhouse. I'm really excited because we are actually going to be doing the greenhouse. We met two amazing women who are vendors at our local farmers market who do that. So we're going to be working with them. We're walking right by the pear tree. Now, as you can see, the pear tree got blight, but we sprayed and everything looks like it's under control. So it's just not going to be as pretty this year. I'm trying to break as much off as I can. Some dill going. But we're here in the greenhouse. So basically what we're doing in this greenhouse, if you know, I will link the video here where I tried to do it myself, but the plastic needs to be redone. The shade cloth needs to be redone. So we're just going to have some professionales do it. I am going to be ground covering the ground, and we are going to put either a mulch or maybe a gravel back on top of it. I'm going to walk down here. I'm actually going to turn you around. So yeah, ground cover, all of this is going, a lot of that stuff is going, but this is what we tried to grow potatoes in last year. Did not work. We are turning it into a little pond. So I'm really excited about that. That one over there is going to be broken down, spread out, and then the blocks used to make other raised beds in here, because that is what I'm going to do, is raised beds about this size. Now over in this area right here, once it is cleared, those shelvings will move. We are going to be putting, let me see if I can zoom out. Oh, look at Casey. Look at me. I am an experienced cameraman. I am doing key lime, lemon, and a citrus tree. They're all dwarf trees in here. I'm so super excited. So yes, this will be done, holes patched, new electricity, and a irrigation system. I'm excited. We're gonna be fancy here at Ormsby Farm. So now we're going to walk up to right behind the greenhouse, which used to be Mom's plot, but we've switched it up and we're gonna do something different. So let me just kind of, okay, now we are over in this area, which was going to be Mom's area. I don't know if I can zoom out while I'm doing this size, but Mom does not want this to be her plot anymore. If you have followed us on Instagram, you know we found a timber rattler in our chicken coop, and it is right here by like the flooded area. So beyond the fence line is also our property, and the previous owners had it dug out so it didn't flood this area. So while we're trying to figure out how to make that still usable, it is Snakeville, USA. And Mom doesn't want to be out by the snakes. So this area now, and I've measured, and it will all be mowed and tilled in the next week, is going to be our pumpkin patch area. It gets great sun. I'm doing it by the row instead of on hills. We're still going to hill it a little bit. But we're doing basically a 1,500 square foot pumpkin patch in this area behind me instead of where Mom's tiny home was going to go. So now let's go ahead and walk over to the chicken coop, what's going to be the pig pen, and the garden and the corn area. So, all right. Garden area. The garden area is looking so good. Y'all know we doubled it from last year. And I moved all of the squash and zucchini to the front, which they have done so much better being spread out like that than what I had them before, which I had them where the cucumbers are right there. So I think we're going to get a lot more out of that from the garden. We ended up doing 100 feet of tomatoes, 40 feet of bell peppers, about a 25 foot of cucumbers, and then half okra, half eggplant. And then the rest is the zucchini squash. And then right behind us, as you saw in a previous video, we have the poles up now for the chicken run. We have not yet put up the fencing yet. And of course, there's the chicken coop. So story time is I walked in to grab something and saw something that looked like a snake, and it was right in the chicken little roosting area. It's because one of the parts, I don't even know if you can see it this far away, but where there is light back there, I had moved one of the boards to see if I could hook it up a little bit better and forgot to put it back, and that's how the snakes have been getting in there. So we will be snake proofing that area, making sure it's all good for July-ish when the babies will be going out to the coop. They're still inside in their brooder, and then this little area back there will be cleaned up because that is where they're getting in. The fencing, I am putting a very thin mesh wiring across the bottom all the way down so they can stay on their side. We can stay on our side, okay? Because I don't want to have to do nothing like I did the other one. I had to chop his head off, okay? But to get that done, and then probably in the next year, this is the project. We've walked through it before. It is going to be the front L shape of it. Let me see if I can turn around better. The front L shape of it will be for another tom and some female turkeys. Hens, I think they are. Leave it in the comment section. And then the back part will be our breeder pigs. Funny thing is I heard that turkeys like to fight and eat the snakes, and the snakes don't like pigs because of the ammonia smell. So, well, it's a good thing we're having it right there. Now to the corn patch. The corn is looking so good. I'm so excited. We have 2 rows of our glass gem from Christina over at Hilltop Garden, and then 3 rows of the blue Indian popcorn from Christina. And then I did 3 rows of the peaches and cream sweet corn. So we're really excited to see how everything turns out. It's also right here by our grapevines, which we've met some really great people at the farmer's market that's gonna help me learn how to prune grapevine and the fruit trees. Fruit trees, the peaches still did not do good this year. I have sprayed, I've done everything. My patience has worn thin with them. So they will be going. And one of the plum trees is not doing good, and that one's going. Because I want stuff that is going to do good. So we are going to be getting an apple and a crab apple tree to replace those trees. We'll still have our 3 pears and 1 plum, which is doing really good this year. And we're going to cut down a couple of the little starter trees and till to have more blueberries. And now let's walk over to that area. Before we get to the watermelon patch, let's stop by where Mom is now going to have her homestead. So, and right over here is where Mom now wants her little plot. So the good thing is this greenhouse, which I've been wanting to tear down anyways, is hooked up to electricity. So that will be check for Mom. This could be a cute little covered area for her in the yard. It's just this tree. Whether me and brother Chris can get it down will be a thing. But this is where she's wanting it now. It's right here by the orchard. It's really close to the well house. So it'll be very easy to pipe the water to it, which is good. And now I am, as you can tell, pumpkin patch did nothing. Womp, womp, womp. So this year, just not gonna be no watermelons. But what I'm thinking next year is I want to do some raised beds for strawberry patch. Just my thought. Hear me out. Boothang over at Yogi Hollow did it with some water troughs, and it was absolutely stunningly beautiful. So I'm thinking that I can actually create the soil that I want. I just think I didn't till it well enough this year because all the other places that I added in gardens are doing really well. So, you know what? It is what it is. And if you remember, the pumpkin patch was in this area where we're going, with where we're going to start Christmas trees. It's also by the area that we are planning to have our foster kids summer camp. But if you follow us on Instagram, I've posted about this. What do you think I should put here now? Should I just put more Christmas trees, or should I put the watermelon patch here? Go to Instagram, follow us, place your vote, because I'll be deciding soon. And then that area out front beyond the burn pile will be tilled up, and we're going to start probably this fall with balsam fir, is that how you say it? Christmas trees. We're going to be putting Christmas trees there. And then very back, we're working on our non-for-profit 501c3 now, and that is where Camp Ormsby will go, which will be a camp for foster kids over the summer to learn about farming and gardening and animal care along with the Word of Jesus. I just think it is something that I was called to do, and we have so much land, and we're wanting to do multiple little tiny houses that will be the camp cabins. We'll have a nursing station, of course, and then we'll have a bigger tiny house, probably like a 600 square foot one. That will be what we call the Great Hall for eating and crafts and stuff. Before I said goodbye, I wanted to show you the baby chicks and turkeys. So here we go. Let's go. They're back there. Alrighty, here they are. Babies are getting big. Big, big, big. And they love like trying to like dig through these like pans. Lord help them. And they love the new brooder. And they've already pooped on it. Great. So, y'all, that is pretty much it for this. I hope you enjoyed walking around with me and seeing what upcoming ideas we have going on here at Ormsby Farm. If you're interested to see more on all of these ideas, make sure you are liking and subscribing, and go ahead and hit that bell icon so you know that anytime that new content drops to the channel. Follow us on social media at Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Twitter at Ormsby Farm. And until next video, be blessed, y'all. Bye.
I'm coming home.